You only can say "Let me alone," Becky, for so long.
And we back.
What's going on? It's your man DJ Huss in the building with some more of that seasoning, that sauce for your soul.
Yeah, D-Real here. D-Real
Bling.
keeping it real.
D-Real.
You know, try to keep it authentic. That's what I like to say.
Not trying.
Oh yeah, keep it authentic. 100%.
Real talk.
You know, we back and we got a couple questions. First, let's talk about this heat up here. What are these? Customs?
Well, you see them customs right there. The custom Jordan 1s.
I see you got
Superman, boy. Oh yeah, them looking real good. You know, that's man of steel right there. He came back in a black suit about that business, you know.
Matching the backdrop. Let's
go.
Yeah,
that's it. Hey, God is awesome. Hallelujah.
But oh yeah. So we got a couple, well, this is a relationship question.
Okay.
And you know, let's dive into it.
What you got?
I think one of our viewers might have had something to do with this one. But is it wrong to expect your partner to keep their appearance up in a long-term
What is a partner? Please, I do not like
your
that
significant
word.
other, your boyfriend or your girlfriend.
Thank you.
Or your,
please.
Or no, more so like, or even your fiance or wife or husband.
Okay.
You know, is it wrong for you to expect them to keep their appearance up? If we're talking about long-term, even you know, the ups and downs of life, you know, different jobs, you know, after having kids.
That's a subjective question.
Yeah. What you mean?
It depends.
Okay.
Because if y'all got together, you know, so y'all got together, she was slim and trim.
Yeah.
Both of y'all was slim and trim.
Okay.
And 10 years go by, and she, you know what I'm saying, she didn't got fat. And you mad that she got fat, but you a fatso your damn self. No, you have no grounds to say anything.
Oh my God!
Because we all change.
Okay. Well, wait. So you're saying, so you're saying if you allow your appearance to go some, you can't really say anything about.
No, you have no grounds to say anything.
Okay. What
and
about?
If you, go ahead.
Go ahead.
And if you did. What about you?
Okay. So what if a scenario where maybe you kept your appearance up, but then they didn't?
Now that's the thing right there. But the question is, on top of that, how did they get like that and you didn't?
It could be anything. You know, you could have consistently stayed in the gym, or she could have consistently stayed in the gym and you didn't, or vice versa.
Exactly.
Or, you know, maybe just you are one of your.
So if you stood by and they became a fatso while you was looking at them,
you're fired.
and you sat there and became a fatso and looked and just like slowly but surely.
Do we still say fat these days? I don't know.
I don't give a damn. I'm keeping it 100. It's real talk. I'm just saying, fatso. Yeah, you fat.
But you know, either way, like. Yeah, maybe they did. They allowed them to just be comfortable in the relationship and maybe stop jumping fresh, and maybe the other person just value keeping their, you know, staying clean, getting a nice haircut, getting their hair done, getting it, if it's a, you know, getting their nails laid, or the other person might actually, like, what if the other person is like an actual physical trainer, so by default you're gonna stay in shape while, you know, but
my pastor said something about this.
Oh, let's talk about it.
This is deep.
Okay.
If a person have anything to say about how they mate it turned out 10 or 15 years later,
yeah,
was they like that when you met them?
Right.
So in other words, saying whatever they look like 10 or 15 years later, you did it to them.
Oh my God. Oh wow. I don't know if the internet ready for that.
Well,
so you're saying that
true.
You're saying that if I stayed in shape, but my partner didn't.
Yeah.
You're saying that the person is somewhat liable for that
because you allowed it to happen right on your watch. If you don't like it, because if you made sure you was good,
yeah,
and they was good enough for you to be with them,
yeah,
you turn the other cheek, So you can't say 10 years later you good and then they so far behind. Now you want to have something to do with it. You just better emotions in at the door like you wasn't feeling like that last week.
Wow, that's a new one. I've never heard that one.
Think about it. Because if you rewind it to day one,
yeah,
without you,
yeah,
you liked how it was. Always put together. You liked all of that.
Yeah. So you're saying in a way you're the relationship, or you're responsible for allowing them to. Okay.
Because think about it. If you got a girlfriend, you like to eat. Yeah. She's slim. You like to eat. Women don't usually like to eat like men. But you like to eat.
Depending. Yeah.
She's gonna gain weight because you like to eat. By default.
Okay.
Like I'm going here, I'm going there. This is what I like to do. And she with you, but she can't help but to gain a little weight by default.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel that because that's like, in life, it's easy to just point fingers and stuff.
Very easy.
But when I feel like you can make the best progression in life when you take accountability.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just in general. So that is approach where you kind of put some of the accountability on you, where you're not like just saying that person, this person.
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
saying as a team, hey, maybe I could have been more inclusive if I was a personal trainer. I could have been like, hey, let's go do this. Or if I like to get fresh, I would say, hey, let's go out. I'm gonna buy you a nice dress. Let's go out on a time. I'm gonna have you get your hair done. Yeah, that's a good point. But there is one other thing.
What's that?
We talk. We live in a real time of a individualist thinking mindset. A lot of people might say, but you can't control someone.
True.
So what if you're in a situation where you are taking that initiative to even include them into,
exactly.
Hey, you might be buying them new clothes, but they don't wear it, or they feel like it's not their style.
Exactly.
Or you might be inviting them to work out with you, but they just not into that, and they're not feel like doing that, or they feel like they don't have time, or they may not actually have time. But however, the result is the result, and what if they're still how they are? They're not keeping up their appearance, but you getting fresh.
But okay. So you do say they used to do it, but they didn't just really gave up on themselves.
Yeah, they just gave up on.
And you already made it known.
Yeah, well, yeah. So that's another question. That's another question. You making it known, but
ladies and gentlemen,
in that scenario,
let's keep it 100%. You only can say "let me alone, Becky" for so long.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, let me alone, Becky.
Are you talking about to the girl that's hitting on you?
Yeah.
Somewhere?
I'm just keeping it 100%. Seriously,
you saying that one want another one with?
Oh my God!
You just said that, sir.
No, I'm just saying.
Ladies, y'all want to rewind the tape? You just said that.
No, I'm just saying. Like, what?
I'm just saying. If you trying to help somebody, and remember, when you say "let yourself go," that means you're actually requesting from your mate to bring you back into being interested to them. What they like to see with you is actually you're requesting to, like, please invest into this so I can love you even better. So I can want you even more.
Yeah.
Because that's what you like to see in your woman. Versus to say, like, what if you just didn't say nothing?
Right.
You just look somewhere else.
So, depending on a person, that would be a wrong route to go.
Well, no. I'm just saying, if you say to your mate, and they never keep their hair done, and you say you should go get your hair done.
Yeah.
You care enough to say something.
Yeah. Right.
But what if you didn't care?
You wouldn't say nothing.
You wouldn't say nothing because Rhonda around the corner keep her hair done. If you like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Especially when you first met them.
Yeah, because I get what you're saying. And that can even be a hurdle because some people might say, how can I even address this without coming off rude or mean? Like, saying like,
it's better to be rude than laying up in Kim's bed.
Wow, that's a whole different
I'm just saying, I believe in relationships, you certain things you have to be brutally honest and just raw with, because when a man says something, I ain't gonna say it's a plea, but it's saying do something because I'm willing to say something to keep me happy.
Yeah. And I'm with you, especially on that brutally honest, because That is the only way you get better. Is not by sugarcoating things in a relationship. Altogether, like even it could be finances. You could be like, you can't play around like, hey, I need you to stop. No, you need to be like, no, look, we need to stay in budget. We trying to buy a house.
Exactly.
We trying to get a new car. You can't be doing this. Blah blah blah. But
and that goes for the men too.
Yeah, for sure.
These fat fools.
I don't give a damn
all the
what
time.
you think you are entitled
So I'm not
to.
being biased to women or nothing like that.
To take it even further though, how about if your partner, like, you step to them, you tell them what it is, you say, hey, I would appreciate it if, hey, you did your hair more, or I like when you wear your hair like up and it's, this, or she say, I like when you got a fresh haircut. Fresh line up.
Fresh line up, beard on bang.
Yeah. She say that, or I like when you dress well. And what if the person is kind of resistant to it? Is it wrong for that person to give them an ultimatum? Is it wrong for it to even get to that point, right? So what I mean, like, is it wrong for the person to issue an ultimatum if they not feeling like they're not taking heed to their thoughts?
That's depending on the relationship, because I don't believe in ultimatums. I just make myself happy. Sorry.
Wait. So do you? So what you saying? Like when you say you don't believe in ultimatums. So I'm
not going to continue to plead with you and to try to make me happy or make the situation better when it's something that you could do. It's something in your, in your power to do, and you just won't do it. No, I don't believe in saying, you don't do this, I'm about to do this. No, if you just won't do it, oh well. I'll find happiness somewhere else.
Oh.
I'm just keeping it 100.
So you saying deuces? Is that you said deuces? Whoa, that might be a hot take.
I'm just saying, Kevin Hart might hop out the door. I'm not necessarily saying deuces. I'm just saying I'm going to take my happiness into my power, because, and then that's another thing too, that we as humans, we put happiness in other people's hands. And happiness, you have to make yourself happy far as on certain things, but far as on letting yourself go, that's a real thing.
But in the confines of a relationship, say if a person is like, they try to pick up a new hobby.
Linen. He came up there with the linen, yo.
say if within the confines of a relationship, say if it's like, okay, I try to take happiness into my own hands, and I try to pick up a new hobbies or focus on other things. And hey, if we got kids, I'm gonna just try to spend more attention and focus and pouring into our children.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, you still got a partner.
That's a fact.
And so what would you say then? Is it fair to put an ultimatum then? Like say, hey, look, I need you. Like I'm not feeling that same thing. Like I would really appreciate it.
Well, absolutely, that's fair.
And if you don't,
if you willing to continue to plead, you continue and continue to plead. You can't get mad if she left.
So the ultimatum is fair.
Well, that's just the results. Like, for example, this is a hot take. This is another whole nother topic. If after y'all get done for making love, she say, "I'm tired of not being pleasured." No, seriously. Think about it. And she come to you and say, "Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do that?" I don't get in the sniper position. Some fellas feel like they don't do that. But this is real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna do it. I don't want to kiss. I don't want to do the extra stuff to get her right.
Yeah.
But you get your 5 or 10, 15 minutes and you good and you think she good. But if she come to you and say, I'm not good, and years go past.
Yeah.
And Johnny.
Yeah, you supposed to do what you
I'm
gotta
just
do
saying,
to get your partner
I'm
right.
just think about it seriously. Can you actually, years go past, can you get mad when she pleaded with you for years and even brought apparatuses for you to try to help, and you just never really, can you get mad at the milkman?
Hey, you really can't. If your community, if you keeping that community,
because they made an effort.
that line of communication strong, and you are telling them, and you can proactively putting the effort in, you can't be mad if the person's like, look, I told you I needed you to step up in this area, and you not. Like, here's the ultimatum. Like, it's either this or that. But some might argue that depending on what it is, the ultimatum is blowing things.
Happiness is the goal.
Out of proportion. Like, for example, like, yeah, you can, like, for example, like, ultimatum on getting the finances in the household together. That's I would say most people would say that that's serious, but some might argue after 3 kids and a dog and a mortgage and multiple jobs and stuff, that you put in an ultimatum on how somebody like keeping their appearance up. Some people might be like that you doing too much.
Well, no, that's deep, because if she's a homemaker, I think that don't forget there's different titles, different type of women.
Yeah, you can't
expect the homemaker. I seen a post. The homemaker to earn money because a homemaking does not earn money.
Well, so not even so much like,
and vice versa,
earn money. I'm talking about on the appearance thing.
Well, no, let me get to it. You can expect the now if you wait, hold on. To keep themselves up. Now, if she worked a physical job, you still expect her to stay tip top?
Oh wait, so you're saying the homemaker shouldn't be expected to keep their appearance up, or you saying the working?
Depending on the type of woman they are, it's more such like if you paid all the bills, y'all don't have no children. No, she better like a dime every time I see her. She better.
But more like the scenario.
If my wife or my woman I got a 4 or 5 and then 4 or 5 year old and twins, I really can't. If I want her to be looking like Beyonce every time I come to the crib, I think that's asking for a bit much.
But what if she's not looking like Beyonce at all, even after like 5 years, and the kids are older? I'm just saying, these are real life.
You're right, but then you present it to her.
Yeah.
If she's not willing to work on it and give you Beyonce every 2 months, I don't know what to tell you.
Right. So in that scenario, some people might say that's overboard. She just had kids. Well, she didn't just have kids, but like she's the homemaker.
Well, yeah, you gotta compromise. Yeah, true. That's like the man that work in the oil rig. He coming home like a grease monkey every day.
You can't expect him to look.
You can't expect him to look like Denzel every. You know what I'm saying? No, you just not finna get that.
Yeah.
That's a different situation. So what do y'all think about that? That's real.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I hope this kind of answered the question.
Yeah, some of the
questions. Opinion, but yeah, we want to know how y'all feel about that.
But if you keep asking, remember, God said you got to make yourself happy.
Within the confines of a relationship.
Yeah, whatever he said.
And the Lord is watching it all.
The Lord is watching it all time. But if you say, please don't burn the steak, and you burn the steak every time. Nah, I ain't saying nobody ain't smart.
Don't you know they got A1 sauce?
Yeah, nah, see.
You better eat.
But see, certain women, now these are the women that I commend. She keep burning the steak. You come home. Now this is the women that's ahead of the curve. They would have went to the Outback and got the steak and plated it up and say, baby, I got it together. Look what I said. Baby, you did this?
Let's get it.
Yeah, I did that. Hey, it's been real talk. Be real.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Hudson in the building. Let us know what y'all think.